What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Prodigy here, back with another video. I'm sorry for the camera quality, it's going to be pretty rough, but we're going to get straight into the topic. So amidst all the predators that have just popped up out of the last year, have you ever had a conversation about one of these predators and the person's first response, or you see a response in the comment section saying,
"Well, she was the legal age of consent in this one state."
If you've heard that before, you should personally slap the fuck out of whoever said that dumb ignorant shit. Yes, I am very aware that in certain states the legal age of consent is 16 and or 17. But this may just be my personal opinion. If you have a grievance with that, you should leave a comment so we can find you. But I don't think we should be using the age of consent as a get out of jail free card for wanting to minors. I just personally, where my morals stand, I don't think that's okay. I don't think we should have it as a get out of jail free card to do whatever you want with essentially kids and high schoolers. I think it's very weird, and I think it's a incredibly weird hill to fucking die on. Is this whole, well, 16 is the legal age of consent, California or wherever the fuck it is, Oklahoma. I don't know because I don't look and keep track of all the different states. I'm like, oh yeah, this one has 16, this one has 17. It should universally just be 18. Just nothing more, nothing less. Just keep that shit at 18. It's fine that way. So one of the biggest advocates for lowering the age of consent, which once again is just a horrific hill to die on, is a content creator much bigger than me named Sneako. Sneako is under the belief that once your body goes through the stages of puberty, however early that could be, once you complete that, that could be fucking 14, that could be 15. Essentially, once your body has matured, you are old enough to get married. So essentially, what the translation is once you get up out of them trainer bras and you upgrade to the A cups, you're fucking ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to go get married to a 26-year-old man because, you know what I'm saying? As long as the parents agree and as long as the other guy agrees, it's fine. But at the same time, first off, I know I'm going to beat a dead horse with that. It's weird, right? If you're in your 20s, hell, I mean, once you're over the age of 18, is it really that hard to talk to people the same age as you? I know that the dating market is oversaturated. It can be hard, trust me. I was on dating apps for 2 years before I finally found my girlfriend. I know how hard it could be to actually find people, trust me. But I swear, in that 2 years that it took me to find my girlfriend, I never thought one time, let me go check the local high schools, go scouting or some shit. That thought has never crossed my mind because I prefer adult woman. I just don't. I mean, you're not even a woman if you're not an adult. This whole idea of, I mean, your body is developed to an extent so you're ready is so strange to me, because what do you even have to talk about with somebody who is actively in high school? Your life is not at all on par with that. I mean, I graduated high school 2 years ago. I know. Damn, Unc. I know. But even then, I have nothing to relate with a high schooler about. I mean, I work a full-time job, over 40 hours a week. I make content on the side, and I have other hustles. I mean, I just couldn't imagine having all too much to even fucking talk about. I mean, your life when you are in school is essentially school, and the circle you have around school. You don't have much of a life outside of school unless you work a job, a little part-time job during school, and you're working your cool 20-25 hours a week. That shit is your life. Another point I'd like to make is, imagine if every choice that you made from the ages of 14 to 17, from like 8th grade to your senior year, imagine if every single one of those choices you make, every single important choice in your life you made in those years. Your life is going to be completely fucking crazy. I mean, unless you really had your shit like intact and you was really on all your P's from that age range of 14 to 17, that 3 to 4 year stretch of your life, unless you had everything planned and ready, the decisions you make aren't going to be perfect. Your mind changes over time, and there's things that you thought you really wanted. Like, I thought I wanted to be mega ultra viral on TikTok and shit, and I wanted millions of followers. I mean, shit, I still kind of do, but there's just different things that I wanted back then. I wanted to play sports for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play football. I wanted to play baseball. And then I realized I'm not shit. I'm actually shit. I'm actually garbage at these sports. So I was like, imagine if I devoted my life at 14 and said, yeah, I'm going to make it happen. And as I get older, here I am, not playing a lick of sports outside of some beer leagues with 40-year-old men playing softball. So that all of that is said to just say that the decision that you make when you're 15 and you're like, wow, I really like this older dude who has more money and status than every other person who happens to be my age. So obviously there's going to be benefits for me to think, oh yeah, I clearly want to be with the older person that has a house and a car and money, unlike my peers. When I'm 15, my peers are also 15. At the most, they have a learner's permit, but they don't have a license. They don't have a car. They don't have their own house. Like, there's obvious reasons to why somebody younger would think, oh yeah, I'm mature enough, so I want to go date an adult. Because it happens all the time. But, well, I mean, like, what's to say in 2 years after you get married at 15, in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or when you actually become an adult, when you actually are old enough to drink alcohol, like 6 years later, maybe you realize, well, this decision I made when I was 15, this permanent life decision I made when I was 15 is fucking dog shit. I'm not happy here. This dude is weird. I mean, it's just, and it goes both ways. I mean, in terms of women that are older going for younger men and vice versa. But I think that the dynamics of the older guy, younger girl thing just make this whole conversation incredibly weird. Is just the dynamics between things physically is really strange and creepy to me that any person that is over 18 is actively looking for somebody who is that young. It is, I swear to God. What is the appeal? What do you gain? Like, how can you grow with somebody that still has to pass algebra 2 at that? I mean, depending on how your curriculum works. I mean, I took biology my freshman year, and I took Earth Systems my sophomore year. So junior year, you know, that's around when you're 16, 17, the age of consent in some of these states. I was taking chemistry. I was taking chemistry and I was taking geometry, English 11. I mean, that's the kind of shit that I was doing when I was the legal age of consent. And my problems were literally just in the school. Like, I had problems with people at school. Oh, I had a crush on a girl that was in my chemistry class. I was not worried about, I gotta go home after I finish fucking geometry to make dinner for my fucking husband. Even though I'm like 16, 17. That shit is crazy to me. I don't even know why it's not universal, or at least across the whole entire country. I don't know why it's lower than other states. I don't know. I think we should move it back to 18 because that is the age where shit starts changing. That's the age where your life starts getting real. That's the age where you have the responsibilities of an adult. If I did a delinquent crime at 16, if I did some dumb shit, I get charged, I get treated like a kid, like a juvenile. The minute you're 18, that shit changes. Because there are implications that have historically come with being an adult, which is historically been 18. Why the fuck is there a loophole in the fucking system for a grown man to fuck a... Anyways, I'm going to use the end of this video to get back to the point after I did a shit ton of yapping. But in terms of the conversations that are being held right now in terms of the legal age of consent, I seriously believe that it's getting weird. I seriously believe that there is a problem in people believing the legal age of consent is a get out of jail free card to do whatever they want with minors. I have a serious problem with that. And I don't think that is okay. And I don't think that it should be a valid point in a discussion. It is just incredibly out of hand at this point.